Epic Deals. Their online tech marketplace you have never heard of, right? So these guys had the blueprint for blowing up in South Africa. And I think if they had just stayed consistent within a year, 2, 3, they would have strictly whooped Cash Crusaders Market, Yaga, and everybody else who resells in technology. Now, here's why they did not. For example, let me just start it off slow, right? Epic Deals is this cool place where you can go online. You basically buy an iPhone or a drone or a console, what you may be, right? Whatever tech that you can't get for cheap, you can go to Epic Deals and you can buy it there. Mostly because it's been resaled. Somebody else sold it while it was still in good condition, and Epic Deals was like, give me that. Let me just refurbish it, fix it, get it in nice order, and sell it. My previous cell phone, the Samsung Note 10 Lite, I bought it there. The phone that I'm shooting in right now, the Samsung A32, which I wasn't supposed to have for this long, really, I'm supposed to fix that. I bought it there, right? And I bought these at a 3-month contract, I think. Yeah. No, this one was a 3-month contract. The one before was a year contract, right? And I could have opted for the 6-month contract. So that was the cool part about Epic Deals. And I believe that's mostly the part why I would usually recommend it to most people. Because when it comes to contracts, I don't know if it's just me, but most people don't want to buy or pay for something for around 2 years. 2 years at best is a maximum. It's the beginning for the deposit for a freaking car. It's not something that you're paying for your cell phone and or laptop. I'd compromise on the laptop. But you don't want to pay for anything for 2 years. Any contract that you can make up that pays for about a year is a good bargain, because by a year's end, you will have changed a lot of things. Anybody would be willing to pay for just a year and settle whatever cool tech that they couldn't afford before. Also, that's how it differentiates them from most companies from before. When you buy from like a cell phone contract selling business, they will sell it to you for approximately a 2-year contract. Mostly that's how they begin. If it's a high-end phone and it's still new, they'll sell it for like 36 months, I think. Right? So Epic Deals had the blueprint. You can basically get a contract that pays for half a year or a year. Then they flushed it down the toilet. Now when you go to Epic Deals, you find cell phones that still want you to pay for like 2 years. 2. A whole... Who's gonna do that? Like, you guys are basically now selling for the same price as a beginner's phone. It's the same price as a person who's basically buying a new phone. Why would I not just go to any contract cell phone and buy it now? How is it different? I could easily just walk into that blue brand, that red band, or that yellow brand, or the black contract brand. If you get the networks that I'm talking about, you can just go there and you can just buy them. Basically pay for that whole 2 years or 36 months, and you get a new phone with warranty that lasts. Epic Deals had the gray area nutted and grabbed right there. It was theirs for the taking. Yaga probably wouldn't do that. Yaga still doesn't even want to do PayFlex. I'm coming to you guys. Yaga was the perfect place for selling things at an affordable place. Listen, I bought my previous 6 pairs of sneakers, I'm sure. Now I'm on a roll when it comes to that place. Now I can't even sell my own PS3. Before I sold it there, I had to even market and sell it on my own WhatsApp status, and somebody they bought it because people on Yaga don't want to buy anymore. You can't sell things and then take so much profit from them. People reconsider how much they cost. Now you go there and you basically find a person selling a second-hand Air Force One at the price that it was basically still first-hand for. Basically, you go there and you find someone who's still selling an Air Force One for 1,200. I can get that price anyway. I can literally go to the shops, spot scene, I can get it for exactly that same price. But now, because Yaga has made it so expensive with these, what is this, buyer protection? I get it. All right. But I thought that's what differentiated. I thought maybe the buyer protection would have just been a fee that they just use to convert your money into Yaga money, so that if somebody scammed you, it doesn't necessarily go into their account. It just stays in the app, and until we have a full satisfied customer and seller thingy, then everybody gets their money. But until that, then the money stays as Yaga money. It just stays like that. I thought that would be the case. It's not. Yaga is now fumbling harder than Epic Deals. It's going to be an epic fail in the end, because they had the beautiful blueprint of selling secondhand things, but now they just had to put their tiny little nasty fingers in and now these things are freaking expensive. And they can't even agree with things like PayFlex or Pay Just Now, so that even these things that can be afforded can be afforded. I don't get it. So I think Yaga is not going to survive the next 10 years. If it does, then it's because a lot of people are looking to sell and some people are looking to buy. Mind you, there are still things that are affordable on Yaga. There are people who actually understand that they're supposed to go there and sell things that they basically don't use anymore without selling them for the same price that they bought them for, because they're actually trying to make the money. It's people who are just trying to get rid of things, and they manage to do just that. They're just trying to get rid of this. Hey man, I'm trying to stay with this for a long time. And that's great. We prefer, that's exactly what I think the app was for. A person who sees that their printer is busy collecting dust, and instead of just leaving it, they just goes like, you know what, I should probably just give this to somebody, right? Fine, let me just put $100 on its price, and that'll be the half will be like for packaging it and selling it, and then I'll get $50 for it. It's different than if just sitting there waiting to expire. And then there's people who just go to Yaga to actually resell. Good idea, yes. But understand that Yaga is already expensive now for the common man that it was designed for. I think for people who are buying, who are living in the suburbs and can basically afford, they won't buy there a lot, which is why I think it's fumbling, because people who go there, people who can't afford, just like me, I can't usually afford first-hand sneakers, so I go there and I buy it. Right? I go there to Yaga and I buy my sneakers there because I can't afford them from the shop. And size 11 is usually very hard to find. It's easy, but when you're in the city, but when you're where I'm from, it's very hard to find, right? So I'd go to Yaga and I'd buy from there. And in Epic Deals, I knew I could go get tech and get it from there. Now these guys are just being horrendous, which I think maybe is because they're actually making more sales than they intended in the beginning. But I hope that's what keeps them afloat for a very long time, because for now, it's being very hard for the common guy to just go there and just buy. Anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about today. These great businesses in South Africa that are currently sucking ass. Talk to you on the next one.